Hi, I'm Mike Stanzik, and this is Water Polo Student, where we are all students of the game. In today's video, we're going to look at the naming convention for the different positions on offense and defense in a standard umbrella or 3-3 configuration. This is part of our basics series, and so I hope you enjoy it. We'll be going to the computer to take a look at these positions on the screencast. Alright, so here we are on the computer taking a look at, I use Keynote, by the way. Sorry, just to interrupt there. So Keynote is kind of nice. This is something that you might want to try yourself to be able to kind of move things around and have a nice drawing of the screen. Perhaps I can share this drawing with you guys on the website so you can access it yourself, so you don't have to redraw it yourself. It's pretty much to scale, so that's nice. So what we have here is simply the offensive setup and the naming conventions that we are used to seeing and using, at least in the circles that I'm in. And so what we have going from position 1, called position 1, but this is also called the left wing. And so in lots of communications, you would have teammates might say, hey, like, go to the left wing. And we have to know what that means. And in my experience teaching high school girls and boys, this is not something that you can assume that they will know. So it has to be explicitly shown to them. So having a little video to watch like I'm creating right now, I think is very useful for your athletes to just get a little view of these names, be able to connect to it. And so we then have the left flat at 2. So the flat, I kind of think about that as a reference to the point. And I think this is a nice way of thinking about it, is you move in a flat way or just horizontally from the point. You can think of like a flat surface as horizontal, so it's flat, and you go out to that flat there. And then their third position is the point that's at the top, and this is sort of related to the basketball terminology as well. And then fourth position, we have the right flat. Fifth position, we have the right wing, and then in the sixth position, we have the center, which is the center of the action. We hope get the ball inside there and take a shot. That's a high probability shot. So that's what we're looking to do. Okay. So nothing too crazy here. Just wanted to get this into your vocabulary. And so let's go ahead and look at it from the defensive point of view, where things are just a little bit different. And so in the defensive point of view, we are looking at the offense coming at us, but we're facing the other direction. So our right and left are switched, and this is kind of important for us in what we see. So starting here at 1, this is now the right wing for us. So if I'm defending, and I want to just point, like, go to the right wing, and we'll know that. You don't have to think in your head, like, what is that? Like this side? Okay. So right wing, right flat. We still have the point, left flat, and left wing. So nothing too different there. But this is the center defender. We still call it area the center, like go to center. But the person itself is the center defender at that position. Let's talk a little bit more about naming conventions. And so there's a few different names for the center and center defender. Sometimes it's called the 2-meter defender, and on the center side sometimes it's called 2-meter, or the whole defender and the whole, the set defender and the set. So there's a lot of little names that go along with the center, and so we just kind of want to be aware of that as we go. The goalie is a goalie or a goalkeeper, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I also want to talk about some terminology that's used in terms of when we talk about sides, and so you might say the ball is coming up the right side. Ball's on the right, ball's on the left. This is all a communication for people to help each other know, your teammates know, because in the water, sometimes you lose the ball and you don't know where it is, and on defense or on offense, you want to know where this is. And in fact, you'll see goalies, when they throw the ball up on transition, will point where the ball is, so that any offensive player, as they're swimming down, can look back at the goalie and know where the ball is and where their attention should be going to. We want to make sure we know where the ball is first and foremost. So we have not only the language of right side and left side, but we can access the numbers as well. So we might say like the 1-2 side. And so the 1-2 side would tell everybody on defense or on offense where the ball is going to go or what we're trying to do. So you might say like, if you were, this is a little transparent, but you could say like, I want to do 1-2 pick. And having the 1 come up and set up on the 2 defender, so that 2 can kind of get open. You can drive down and create a mismatch. And so that would be happening on the right side for defense. It'd be happening on the left side from the offensive perspective. And so the same thing on the other side, we have the 4-5 side. And so, you might say, move the ball 4-5, move the ball to 2-1, entering it from that side, move the ball left or whatever. Or you say, watch the shot from 4-5 or watch shot from 4, that kind of thing. Or they're running a pick on the 4-5 side, whatever you want to do to kind of communicate that, instead of those guys are running a pick. It's like a little bit ambiguous when you're trying to make this communication. So having this language is helpful. That's all I have for today, I think. Okay, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email or make a comment on the video. My name is Mike Stanzik, and this has been another episode of Water Polo Student. Have a nice day.